Hi, my name is Mark Polt, and I'm a buy and hold real estate investor in the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area. Today I wanted to share my thoughts on doing a job and doing it right, and how that bar that you were trying to meet changes. So we have one of my properties that's on Tillman Road here. The tenant, a bit of a problematic tenant. Actually, his lease, 3-year lease, is up in February. He's already asking me to reduce the rent, but he hasn't even caught up on his back rent. I could go into the particulars on it, but it would just take a long time. But I remember distinctly working on that house. It challenged me greatly. It required a complete rewire of the house, which I had never done. It was kind of intimidating. I had done a lot of work in getting the kitchen ready. The house was kind of put together awkwardly. It wasn't it's not your traditional house by any means. And it had original hardwood floors, which we hadn't finished. I would never do that now. It was expensive. I think about $2 a square. And it's something that I'm sure this particular tenant did not take care of. It looked beautiful when we gave him the house. It was over there because the cartridge in the shower valve had gone bad, and the house just looked bad. The tenant was like, well, you always say this is my home. I think he was drunk and high. And I'm like, yeah, this is your home, but I'm expecting you to take care of your home. I don't think that's too much to ask. But when I gave him that particular house, I gave him the best product I was capable of at that time, given my knowledge, wisdom, and experience that I had. And I always talk about the You Won't Stop Me lifestyle, which is all about gaining knowledge, wisdom, and experience. And once you gain that knowledge, wisdom, and experience, it can't be taken away from you. Once you know how to lay tile decently well, it may become a little rusty, but it's not going to, it's not going to stop you from laying tile in the future. Once you learn how to do a bathroom to a specific expectation and a specific workmanship, you know how to do it. It's not like you're going to go back and do substandard. At least you shouldn't. So this particular house, it had a tub. It was a plastic tub. It was missing some supports. I don't want to get into the details, but the way tubs are built, I didn't know that at the time. I did the best I could getting the tub back in there, and then I put backer board up, hardy backer, in the shower, red guarded it, put tile up, and made it nice. However, we had, and the reason I know more about tubs now is I'd actually found a tub in a dumpster in a new construction site, and I learned a lot the makeup of bathtubs from this. I learned about how the supports were there. What had happened is there was 3 different support mechanisms that the tub sits on. One of them, and they're molded to the fiberglass tub. One of them had come loose, broken off, whatever. And I ended up calling the manufacturer. It took me a while, but the manufacturer was unable to give me a replacement part because it's actually part of the tub. And they said just use some 2x4s to make up for that particular support. And I think it was in the front where the drain is. Okay, but it was one of the ones that you could buy a surround for, a pre-made surround. And, I had the model number, I had the make and model. I think it cost me $250 to buy the 3-piece surround, and I put in my first tub with surround. And I got to tell you, we're never going to put anything other than that. But looking back on when I was fixing this, this older home, the one on Tillman Road, I was looking at the quality and the workmanship that I did in the bathroom, and I'm like, I would never give this to a tenant today. It's not up to my standards. It's not up to my longevity standards. I have no doubt that my tile job is going to, it's going to last for probably 20 years or more, at least I hope. It's just not what I would do today. And there's some issues with the plumbing, which I'm a little bit better with plumbing now. I have more tools and more equipment. I have, cameras that I can stick down drains and things like that. It's just not what I would give to a new person today. But it was the best I could do at the time. And when we recycle that house, I may pull out the tub, I may not. It just depends. We'll definitely have to rework the bathroom. It's not by any means like the drywall is not all that good. But at the time, I'd spent so much time and effort because I really didn't know what I was doing. And I was having to do things that I'd never done before, like rerunning all the electrical. We were having trouble getting permits for HVAC because these are solutions I didn't know how to solve. I do now, not as big of a deal, but they were very stressful for me that we just had to get the damn thing rented. I was bleeding money, hemorrhaging money, and I needed to get on to the next project. So, it's always good to look back. I guess in conclusion, looking back and looking at what was acceptable in the beginning isn't acceptable now. You know that you're growing and you know that your knowledge base and your product is getting better. I'll give you another quick example. We're turning my very first rental into an Airbnb. This is my last week. Today's Sunday. Friday is my last day there full time. I'll probably have to come back and do I'll probably spend another day or two there before we have our first renter, but the deep cleaning is going to happen this Friday. Pictures are happening Sunday to Monday. There's like some toilet parts. One of the toilets, the valve, it's just leaking, and I'm waiting for some parts from the manufacturer. Anyways, in working on this home, I'd hired a handyman kind of guy, and I remember the dude, but it was my first home. I really expected him to know what he was doing, and when I'm having to redo some of his work, I'm just looking at this in disbelief. Why would somebody do this? What were you thinking when you do this? But I didn't know any better back then. This is 2007, maybe early 2008. I certainly didn't know any better. This guy didn't know any better. And so, he did the best he could, and I did the best I could. I had no knowledge, I had no wisdom, I had no experience. But I keep telling my wife we have to do this house, and we have to do it right. And it's taken a long time. There's 10 years of maintenance, probably more like 15 that we've never done. And it's taken a lot of work and a lot of effort to get it up to done right standards. And you know what? In 10 years, I'll probably go back into this home and be like, what the hell was I thinking? Why would I do this? But, I'll have 10 more years of knowledge, wisdom, and experience. Anyways, I hope you go out there and live the You Won't Stop Me lifestyle, because I can tell you this, you ain't going to stop me. Nothing is going to stop me. Financial freedom is just around the corner. So I wish you success.